Good evening to you. I'm Wendy Corona in for Javita Moore.
I'm Justin Farmer. We have budget cuts and they could affect positions critical to getting untested evidence off the shelves. New at 6, Channel 2 investigative reporter Nicole Carr live in downtown Atlanta, where you learned one of those recently tested kits led investigators to a suspected serial rapist.
Hey, it's an incredible story about a 19-year-old cold case and a Spelman College student. In last month's indictment and the 3 coming tomorrow, they would not have been possible without major funding and the testing of this rape kit backlog. Now leaders are afraid that proposed GBI cuts could jeopardize all this.
Well, I tell you, this would really be a cruel joke on the women of our state.
That was Paul Howard's response when we asked the Fulton County DA what he thought of the GBI's proposal to cut forensics positions tied to rape kit testing. The GBI, like many state agencies, was required to make difficult decisions, submitting proposals to the governor in a sweeping statewide budget cut plan. The proposed cuts include eliminating 3 forensic scientists and 2 lab techs, people who would be behind processing the DNA evidence.
I certainly can't address, what they should do with other employees, other offices, but I can say that this is a vital function. This is something that absolutely has to be done.
Howard just announced the indictment of this man, Cleophas Ward, a serial rape suspect tied to a 19-year-old rape case out of Spelman College. Ward is one of 156 rape suspects identified through the GBI's testing of 1,500 rape kits from Grady Hospital, some tying back to cases as old as 30 years.
We believe that it's probably going to take at least 7 years to locate all of the witnesses and victims in all 156 cases.
A $1 million federal grant allowed Howard's office to investigate and prosecute dozens of the cases. Grady, which had previously held the kits because victims had not authorized release, came to an agreement with prosecutors to send the critical evidence to the GBI shortly before a 2016 state law required it.
Survivors of sexual assault in this state have a right to know how these changes are going to impact them and the amount of time that they're going to have to continue to wait for justice in their cases.
Representative Scott Holcomb sponsored legislation to strengthen DNA testing and preservation.
For many years, the state failed to test kits in a timely manner. We have fixed that, and I want to make sure that any changes to include cuts will not undermine the state's commitment to pursuing justice for victims of sexual assault.
Now, in a statement, the GBI said the budget is in the final stages of being finalized, so there have been no changes to the agency or its services at this point. We'll, of course, let you know what's set in stone. Live in downtown Atlanta, Nicole Carr, Channel 2 Action News.